Hello everyone, myself Lohit Dalal, lecturer, Electronics and Communication Engineering Department, Jain Polytechnic, Belagavi. Today I am going to discuss unit number 3, registers and counters. In this lecture, I am going to discuss what is a ring counter, 4-bit ring counter circuit, truth table, applications of ring counter, Johnson's counter 3-bit circuit and its truth table and its applications I am going to discuss. Okay. So what is ring counter? The counter, it is a flip-flops in which output of last flip-flop is connected to the input of the first flip-flop. Okay, means it is a ring counter is a combination of flip-flops. Okay, so what you are going to do here, the output of last flip-flop is again connected to the first flip-flop. Okay, that is a ring counter. In a ring counter, if the output of any stage is 1, then that its remainder is 0. Okay, the ring counter transfers the same output throughout the circuit. Okay, it is rotating in a ring only. This means if the output of the flip-flop is 1, then the transfer to the next stage, that is second flip-flop, by transferring the output to its next stage, the output of the first flip-flop becomes 0, and this process continues for all the stages of a ring counter. If we use an flip-flops in the ring counter, the circuit of the if you use the flip-flop in a ring counter, the one is circulated for the every n number of clock pulses, n clock pulses. Okay, so you can see the waveform here. Okay, 4-bit circuitry will be there. Okay, here clock will be there and reset will be there. If suppose you are sending the data 1, okay, we are designed using the D flip-flops. Okay, this is a mod 4 ring counter which has 4 D flip-flops connected in a series. The clock signal is applied to the clock input of the each flip-flop simultaneously, and reset is applied to the clear inputs of all the flip-flops. Okay, so here four D flip-flops will be there. So you can observe the operations. Initially, flip-flops in a ring counter are reset is made to 0 and applying the clear signal. Before applying the clock pulse, we apply the reset pulse. Okay, reset pulse to the flip-flop which assigns the value to the ring counter. Initially you are going to provide the value as a 1 to the ring counter in a circuit. For each block signal, data is circulates among the 4 flip-flop stages of the ring counters. Okay, and these 4 stages of the ring counter is called as a mod 4 ring counter or 4-bit ring counter. To circulate the data correctly in a ring counter, we must load the counter with the required values like all zeros or all ones. Okay, in order to circulate, we are going to circulate all zeros, and one should be circulated in a first flip-flop. Okay, you can observe here q0, q1, q2, q3 outputs. Okay, see here, initially I am going to load q0 and then I am going to apply the clock pulses. Next you will get the 1 0 0 0. It is going to shift at the right side, that is a ring counter. Okay, it is going to rotate in a ring fashion. Okay, so this is the waveform here. You can observe here I am going to load one value and it is going to rotate. Okay, you can check here qa qb qa qc qa qb qc qd. Okay, qa is 1 0 0 0. Next it is going to shift right side. Okay, so it is continuously it is going to rotate. Okay, so after some steps it is going to rotate here. You can observe here this and this. Okay, it is going to shift it to right side. Okay, so next one is the Johnson's counter. Johnson's counter is a modification of ring counter. Okay, modification of the ring counter. In this, the inverted output of the last stage flip-flop is connected to the input of the first flip-flop. If we use flip-flop to design the Johnson's counter, okay, it is known as the second 2n Johnson's counter. Okay, so the main difference between the 4-bit ring counter and the Johnson's ring counter is that counter we connect to the output of the last flip-flop is directly to the input of the first flip-flop. But Johnson's counter we connect the inverted output of the last stage to the input. The Johnson's counter is also known as a twisted ring counter. Okay. The Johnson's counter or a switch trail ring counter is designed in such a way that it overcomes the limitations of the ring counter. Mainly, it reduces the number of flip-flops required for designing the circuit. Okay, so the circuit diagram of the Johnson's ring counter is shown here. So, okay, we are going to take the inverted output. Okay, then we are going to feeding. The clock signal in the Johnson's counter is connected to the clock input of the each clock pulses. Okay, you can observe. And also the Johnson's counter is designed with the D flip-flops. Okay, and also it has 4 stages. 4 flip-flops are connected in a series which are combined. Okay, and also initially 0 is fed into the Johnson's counter applying the clock pulse. Okay, and output will be 1 0 0 0. Okay, then 1 1 0 0. Okay, and 1 1 1 0, and all 1 and 0 1 1 you will get. Okay, so it is going, these are these, and also 0 0 1 1. Okay, 0 0 1. Okay, all 0 0 0 in a sequence, and sequence will be repeat for the next clock pulses. Okay, the Johnson's counter produces the special pattern by passing the zeros and then four ones. Okay, and thus it produces the special pattern by counting the up and down. Okay, so you can observe the truth table. So initially 0 0 0 you are going to provide 1. Okay, you will get 1. Okay, that is going to right shift, and also previous value should be 1. Okay, because you are going to take the inverted output, means there will be a 1. Okay, so it is going to right shift. Okay, it is going to inverted output, it is going fed back to the input side first flip-flop. Okay, for last output of the flip-flop is fed to the first flip-flop. Okay, you will get so 1 here. Okay, next that 1 1 is again shifted to right side. Okay, that QC equal to 1, B equal to 1. Okay, again previous output will be 1, 0 will be there last flip-flop, that is inverted, you are going to take 1 here. Okay, similar fashion you are going, it is going to change. Okay, you can see here 1. Okay, next flip-flop QD output will be QD output is 1, then flip-flop inverted means 0 you will get in a QA, and remaining 1 1 1 will be as it is. Okay, next QD equal to again 1, you are going to take it as 0 in a QA. Okay, and in previous QA is shifted to right side, 0 0 1 1 you will get. Okay, similarly for QD equal to 1 means it is going to repeat QA equal to 0, and the previous will be 0 0 1. Okay, 0 0 0 1 you will get. After that, after some steps we are going to repeat the process. Okay, this is the form you can observe here. Okay, all are 1 1. Okay, so reset after clock pulse you are providing QA equal to 1 you are going to provide, then you will get QB equal to 0, QC equal to 0, that 1 1 will be shifted here, that you know. Okay, you can observe this waveform. Okay, so applications. Okay, so next applications of the Johnson's counter, they are also used in to detect the various number of values or various patterns within the set of information by connecting the AND or logic gates to the ring counter circuits. 2 3 4 stage ring counters are used in a frequency divider circuits as a divide by the 3 and divide by 4 circuits respectively. The 3-stage Johnson's counter is used as a 3-phase square wave generator which produces the 1200 phase shifts. The 5-stage Johnson's counter is generally used as a synchronous decade counter and a BCD divider circuit. Okay, so that is the applications of the Johnson's counter. So in this session we have discussed what is ring counter, okay, what is the Johnson's counter, okay, and its truth table and its applications of the counters. Okay, so thank you.